welcome to Moneycontrol. This is Shraddha Sharma and you're watching Market Headstart. This is where we prepare you for the trading setup of the day. And if you're wondering how traders should position themselves for day one of the trading week, I'm bringing in our market expert Kshitij Anand to answer that. Hi Kshitij, welcome to the show.
Morning.
So the equity benchmarks actually closed with record highs.
Absolutely.
If you could give us a report card of the week and your sense for the day today.
Sure. Morning, Shraddha, and good morning, viewers. Well, definitely it was an eventful week for Indian markets. And why I say that is because Sensex climbed a fresh record high above 41,800 levels for the first time. While Nifty 50, it inched closer towards 12,300 but failed to actually, reclaim or hit a fresh record high above that. But worry not, because if I look at SGX Nifty at this point in time, then definitely a record high of 12,300 should be on the cards. Now, for Asian markets, they look pretty much in the green, so definitely the momentum is still intact. However, the big news to track would be the outcome of Jharkhand Assembly elections. A win here could actually boost the market. However, if in case we could see a defeat of BJP-led party, then definitely there could be a knee-jerk reaction on the Lal Street, and that's what most technical experts or most experts are also commenting at this point in time. Apart from that, the much talk about Operation Twist from the Reserve Bank of India will open from today, which means that RBI will buy and sell bonds worth 10,000 crores in open market operations to bring the long-term yields lower. And in fact, if you look at the long-term yields at this point in time, they have actually come down slightly. So yes, it is in effect. Apart from that, if you look at the crude oil prices, they are trading around about $66 a barrel. Now remember, a week back this number was around about 64, so definitely that could add as a bit of a headwind for Indian markets. Rupee for the week, on Friday it depreciated slightly against the US dollar. But good news is that foreign institutional investors continue to remain net buyers. In fact, they put in more than 300 odd crores in Indian equity markets on Friday, and the momentum is likely to continue.
All right, Kshitij. Any other big news that the investors need to be tracking today?
Well, absolutely. Well, I talked about the foreign institutional flows on Friday, but if you look at what happened throughout in 2019, they've been net buyers for more than 1.3 lakh crores. So definitely that's a big news, and that's a good talking point as well. And why I say that is because out of 1.3 lakh crores, 97,000 have actually come to equity markets. It's highest in 6 years. So definitely that is at least something which is benefiting Indian equity markets. And why is it important at this point in time? Because if you look at the mutual fund data for the month of November, the equity flows into mutual funds have actually slowed down. So at least foreign institutional investors are bridging that gap, and that is good news for Indian markets. At least that will keep the momentum ticking. And if I look at the anecdotal evidence as well, for the past 11 years, foreign institutional investors have been net buyers in the Indian equity markets for at least 7 out of the 11 years. So what exactly it tells us for the year 2020, the momentum should continue. More record highs possible, and we could actually inch toward 13,000. That is the target, what most technical experts are also commenting at this point in time.
All right. So if we talk about the technical aspect, which are the crucial levels to actually look for?
Right. So if we talk about the technical aspect, well, Friday, Nifty 50 formed a doji kind of a pattern on the daily candlestick charts. Now, what exactly doji means is the indecisiveness among the bulls as well as the bears. Now, but for the week, in fact, Nifty formed a strong bullish candle. And why we say that is because Nifty rallied more than 1.5% for the week ended December, or the week gone by. And Sensex also rose around about 1.6%. So it was a strong bullish candle on the weekly charts. Now for today, I think 3 crucial levels to watch out for today would be 12,252. That is the intraday low formed in Friday's trading session. That will be an important support to watch out for. Move below that level could actually, 12,200 and 12,150 are your crucial supports. On the high side, 12,293 will be the first or the immediate resistance. And beyond that, 12,300 will be an important, 12,350 will be an important resistance to watch out for.
All right. And if we talk in terms of individual stocks, which are the top stocks on the radar today?
Right. So commenting on the individual stocks, we are keeping a close eye on three stocks. First is the IDBI Bank. Now, LIC control IDBI Bank expected to come out of the prompt corrective action, that is PCA framework, in the last quarter of the current fiscal with the support of capital infusion and recovery from the large IBC cases. Apart from that, GAIL India will be in focus. Now, the Department of Telecommunication has sought 1.72 lakh crores in past statutory dues from the state-owned gas utility, that is GAIL India, following the Supreme Court's ruling on revenue that need to be taken into consideration for payment of government dues. Apart from that, KC International will be in focus. Now, the flagship company of RPG Group on Saturday said that it has bagged orders worth 1,520 crores across various business verticals.
All right, so that's some list of stocks and news
Absolutely.
today. But I believe you have some technical recommendations for us as well today. What's on that list?
Right. Well, to make your day more profitable, we spoke to Capital via Global Research, and they've given us three recommendations for today. Now, the first stock that they have on the list is CESC. Now, that's a buy for a target of 800 and a stop loss of 700. Hero MotoCorp from the two-wheeler space. Now, that's also buy for a target of 2,500 and a stop loss of 2,300. Ashok Leyland, that's also buy for a target of 86 and a stop loss of 78. Now, remember, all the three stocks, these are not intraday trading ideas, but more of a positional play. So in case you initiate any positions based on these recommendations, well, do consult your financial advisor.
All right, Kshitij, thank you for joining us with those insights. With some bright trading recommendations, it's a wrap on today's edition of Market Head Start. But for more news, views and updates, stay logged on to moneycontrol.com. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.